you're probably happy now it's football season.
Yes, it is, and I am happy.
Now, how are those? What's your favorite team? New England Patriots, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And how are they doing?
Oh, they're good. They're good. They re-signed tight end Steven Spags and also signed punter Reggie Hodges.
Tight end. And what do they do?
Oh, has it been that long? Well, I think that's the subject of another show. The economy isn't doing so well. American businesses eliminated 84,000 jobs in August.
Yeah, the unemployment rate is up 6.1%, and that's the highest it's been in 5 years.
What do you think has caused this?
I don't know. It's a global economy kind of situation. Everything is just trickling around the world.
Yeah, and then I just read that that the government's going to take over Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae.
Fannie Mae, yes.
Yeah. It's going to cost, how much did you say it was going to cost? Something like $25 billion? Is that how much it's going to cost American taxpayers?
For the
the takeover.
For the government to take over.
Exactly.
Yeah, because they lost $14 billion
within 1 year.
Yeah, within 1 year, doing this whole foreclosure fiasco. So
it's obviously with, well, not all, but a lot of it is with the subprime loans, just
yes, of course,
people not buying houses that they really couldn't afford.
Yeah.
You know what? And I could sympathize with that. You know that I don't want anyone to go to foreclosure, but for me, I'm not like that type of risk taker. I would never have thought that I could afford a home with any type of risky type of loan program.
Yeah.
For me, I just look at 30 years to start off with. That's what I would want. And now here I am. I feel like I'm in a position that I can buy a home with with some first-time home buyer programs. But now, as a result of their irresponsibility, me, who has a steady job, who can, who is good with paying bills and all that, now the credit's tight on me.
Yeah, I know.
Now I'm paying for it.
I know. But you see, that's how you, as Nick, would see it. You would not go into something you could not afford. But you had some lenders out here who were so desperate to get these loans out and off their books, of course, until it was like, to a point, they were just giving money away. They didn't care about salary requirement, credit reports, or anything.
But why? I mean, didn't they think that? I mean, I remember reading in the Washington Post there was, they did a whole series on this. There was even a guy who was in prison who got approved for a loan. I mean, didn't they see this coming?
No. Obviously not.
How? How could they not?
They did not.
But that totally mystified me.
It's like one of those kind of situations, you only live for this moment and this moment only. They weren't thinking about a year, 2 years from now, 3 years from now. And it makes me wonder how much these people learned from back in the 80s when the SNL, the savings and loans, went through this type of crisis.
Right.
So that kind of tells me in a way that they didn't even, number one, learn their lesson. Number two, they must not have even known about it. So,
yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's what happens.
I think you could just walk into like a gorgeous, I don't know, 2,500 square foot house or whatever,
Well, I think that's when a lot of people did not educate themselves. All they saw was the home.
Yeah. And
all the lenders saw was the commission, getting the loans out, getting paid and everything. And I think they saw it coming, but they did not care. They just didn't care. Because once you sign on that dotted line, it's your problem, not theirs.
Well, now it's become my problem, and now that have decided I'm ready to buy my first place. Now the credit restrictions are much tighter. I'm kind of paying for the mistakes that they made previously. But I have a steady job. No, I don't make tons of money, but I have a steady income. It's a fairly secure, stable job, and I enjoy it. But now it's, and I've been trying to save. I've been saving up for it, but now now it's harder for me to find a place.
Well, I don't know, Nick. I think you're an exception because you do have a steady job, you do have a good income, and you do have a good FICO score,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Well, then you're one of the exception who can take advantage of a buyer's market because you have those things and you save. Some people who probably they're lacking the income, but they have the credit score, or have the credit score but lacking the income. Is that the same thing? Did I say the same thing? Is that, oh, okay.
Right.
So,
No,
I mean, it's for you. I think it's good, but for others who are lacking one or the other or both, no, that's the problem.
Yeah, and now like people thought last month, okay, we're near the bottom of this housing crunch or this foreclosure, but now they still keep going up. I just, I'm wondering when it's going to change.
I think there are a lot of things. I think we have a lot of inventory out here. We have the foreclosure inventory. We have new homes inventory that a lot of developers are trying to get rid of. And I don't think it's going to actually get better until we get rid of that inventory. Now, I think upon all that happening will be the new administration.
Yeah, I agree.
Once the new administration comes in, hopefully we will start to feel a little bit more confident about consumer behavior, and the bottom will fall out.
Yeah.
But then also, it's just a reminder of the late 80s, early 90s, especially when Clinton came into office.
Yeah.
When he came into office, that's when the market started to turn around. Consumers felt a little bit more confident, and I think the same thing is going to happen with the new administration once they come into office.
And when Clinton left, we had a budget surplus.
Yes, we did.
And now we this old administration leaving with a record historic budget deficit.
Yes, and it's football season, and once again, the Redskins will be trying to make it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but so are the Patriots.
Yeah. But I wonder who has the best, best quarterback, wide receiver, tight end.
Well, you have a season of football games to find out. And on that note,
yes, we do. Well, thank you for watching The Alternative View.
goodbye.
Bye-bye.